Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to the best hot dogs in Chicago. Now, Chicago is a big city, very big from what I understand. Tons of eateries there. I thought they were mostly known for the pizzas, like the deep dish pizzas you can get in Chicago. They're like that thick, it's ridiculous. I really want to try one of those. But apparently Chicago is also known for its hot dogs. And who doesn't love a good hot dog? Me personally, I have mine with diced grilled onions, generous heaps of ketchup and mustard. Oh, but I know a lot of Americans, a lot of you guys love it with like chili as well. I've never had a hot dog with chili on it. I really want to try it too. You guys know me, I pretty much want to try everything. I will try pretty much anything once, as long as it's not like really weird. Like I think there's a state in America that has these like I think they're called like oysters, but they're actually like maybe like cows' testicles or something like that. It's something, you know, that's probably a step too far for me. But yeah, this video is going to be really cool. I'm coming to America next year for a good few weeks. I want to try all the best places. So yeah, this is going to be really useful. Let's do it.
Hot dogs might be an American classic food, but Chicago knows how to make it a full meal.
Fries? Wow.
We visited 3 famous spots: Gene and Jude's, Superdawg's Drive-In, and Portillo's, to find which Chicago-style hot dog is best in town.
I've never seen anything like that, man. Never, but I want it.
Rolling!
We're in Chicago to start our journey to find the best Chicago-style hot dog. Have you had one before?
Karen, like most things, I have not had a Chicago-style hot dog. What are we looking for in this hot dog?
1, the dog itself should be flavorful and have that snap to it.
I love a snap.
Yeah. The second one is that every place that we'll be visiting has their own iteration of what a
that's a
Chicago-style
huge
hot
pickle.
dog is. So the toppings should all meld together and make sense. Everything should be a cohesive flavor profile.
Amazing.
Third, we're looking for the satiation effect. A Chicago-style hot dog should be a full meal. So
Yes.
after you eat it, are we full?
Yeah.
Do we want more?
Okay, so let's go try them.
Best job
Our
ever.
first stop is Superdawg's, and this place is known for their super dogs, not their hot dogs.
Ooh,
We will
amazing.
truly get in trouble if we call it a hot
Okay.
dog.
What's the difference between a super dog and a hot dog?
Okay.
It's got to be super big, right?
There are other hot dog places throughout Chicago, but nothing is a Superdawg.
I consider Superdawg to have the best Chicago hot dogs in the city.
The Chicago accent is really distinguishable. Chicago. It's almost a bit like the Boston accent a little bit.
I think it has a lot to do with the dog itself.
The
It's a little
dog.
bit thicker and heavier than the dogs you get at most places.
The Superdawg is all beef, choice cuts, made to our recipe.
I love the
large,
accent.
So large that we have to have buns made specially to hold the Superdawg.
Oh,
And they're
man.
also cooked exactly the right amount of time to give it the right snap, the
Wow,
right
look
bite
how
in your mouth.
thick
Not
it
too
is.
soft and not too hard.
The generic traditional definition of a Chicago-style hot dog is a boiled hot dog served on a steamed poppy seed bun, served with the Chicago 7, golden yellow mustard, bright neon green relish, a white chopped onion, a kosher pickle spear, a red tomato, hot peppers, and celery salt. We're a little bit different. We don't use a red tomato, we use the green pickled tomato. And we don't
What?
use celery salt. The other thing about a
green
Chicago-style
tomato.
hot dog is you never put ketchup on a hot dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to put ketchup, man. You got to have ketchup and mustard on a hot dog. Unless maybe if you have chili, I guess that maybe negates it a little bit. But for me, you got to have ketchup.
Chicago.
We serve all
I
of
would
our
try one without,
Superdawgs
though.
in a box, and it also contains super fries. We're very proud of our French fries, fresh potatoes, peeled and cut in-house, and then put in the box with the Superdawg.
How much does this cost you? $6.40.
I don't know how
Not
to do
bad.
it. Oh my god, you're gonna
That's pretty
fall
cheap.
out. I feel like I have to
I
feel like a dog. Press button for service.
Hi,
Hiya, thanks for stopping.
May I take your order now, please?
Yes, can I get 2 super dogs?
Sure. Everything on both of them?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right now. Thank you.
Can you pop the trunk?
Yes, honey.
This music that they're playing in the background, I think most of us know another popular website that uses that track.
Oh, wow.
Holy.
She is filled to the brim.
She is filled to the brim. It's not just like a wimpy little hot dog.
Like, it's so packed that it's like difficult for me to like fish out the...
I'm actually having...
Uh-oh. Lost one of the tomatoes.
You can have mine here.
It's part of the experience.
Oh my God, it's really good.
That pickle is huge that they put in that hot dog. Massive.
Oh yeah.
That is unreal.
That is so good.
It's one of the best if not the best hot dog I've had.
Every ingredient is like very purposely put on.
Totally. I
know what I
didn't
mean?
know what a hot
Guys,
dog.
I'm starving,
basic.
man.
Like I've only had a hot dog with.
I've not eaten any breakfast. I know you guys always tell me you should eat before doing these videos, but I think it makes for a better reaction when I've not eaten. Jesus, I'm hungry right now.
Like ketchup and mustard from like a stand. The mustard and the onions and the pickle, that's what should be on a hot dog.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're so fresh. Every single ingredient is so fresh here.
The first bite of that dog, for me, I got the snap. You got the
I
snap?
got the snap, and I love the end piece. That's like my
Yeah,
favorite.
the end
It's
is the
such a
best.
nice
It's the
crispy
best.
snap.
It's
And
the
it's
best.
so juicy.
It's so juicy.
Look how thick.
And
Okay, I'm gonna
that
stop
bun
saying
is
that.
not
I'm
something to be
gonna stop.
overlooked.
No.
It is so plush and honestly, like
The plushest.
sticks together. And I like the combination of the toppings and how it's like sweet and crunchy and sour.
Me too. I love acidity is my thing, so all the pickles and onions and relish really adds a real good
Yeah,
pop.
absolutely.
Have you tried the
Sport pepper.
Yeah.
Let's try it together.
Those things are usually pretty spicy.
Oh, I like that.
Unless,
it's very spicy.
yeah, I
okay,
knew
so
it.
overall,
Whenever I get a kebab, I always ask for like, because they usually give you a pot of salad. I say no green peppers, please. None of these things, because they are so spicy.
how do you feel?
I like everything in this food.
I do like everything, but I just like love the meat so much.
The fries also
They're divine. I love a
that
crinkle.
pillowy inside and crunchy outside.
Soft
so
and
pillowy.
crunchy.
I don't think there's one thing that I can say that's bad about this.
I wouldn't change anything.
Would you consider this the super hot dog?
Superiest. It's the superiest super dog I've ever had.
But we can't make a decision just yet.
I want another one.
I want another one too.
Oh
Okay,
my
Heron,
god.
where are we?
Surprise, we're not in Chicago anymore. We are 5 minutes outside of Chicago, but we still have to
Gene
loop
and
this in
Jude's.
because this place sells a very famous Chicago style hot dog.
I see it.
So Gene and Jude's is a traditional hot dog stand, one of the few remaining in the country. And we're located in River Grove, which is about 5 minutes outside the city limits of Chicago. There's 2 styles of Chicago hot dog. There's a drag through the garden variety, which has tomatoes, pickles, and all that. We do depression dogs, which is kind of the original Chicago hot dog.
dogs.
The depression dog started back in the Depression
Great
era
Depression,
when people
obviously,
didn't really
yeah.
have a lot of money and they were looking for a cheaper way to get a lot of food. My uncle decided to take fries and top the hot dog with them as a way to help fill your belly a little bit more. And
This guy here, his hands are made of like steel. Because he just took these French fries straight from the fryer. These things would be so hot. Like, how is he not like going, ah?
add a little more flavor to the hot dog. The depression dog is actually more iconic to local Chicagoans than the drag through the garden variety.
What I love most about the hot dogs here are the authenticity. It really comes with the culture of the community, and I feel like I'm in Chicago when I eat a hot dog here. It's great.
So we use regular hot dog buns that we do steam, and it helps
soften them
a
up,
bit.
yeah.
We use classic Vanna hot dogs. We boil them for a very specific time. Our hot dogs come with a full casing, so when you bite into it, you get that, it breaks off with a good sound. So a depression dog is only mustard, relish, brown relish typically, onions, and sport peppers. And then you top that with fries.
With a bunch of
Our
fries.
fries are peeled and hand cut in-house.
Oh my goodness. Man, I'm so hungry. How much is this thing? I'm guessing about $5. $3. Amazing value. Wow. Oh my God.
I'm gonna get us napkins.
$3.09.
Where are the napkins? Oh, here we are. I have found the napkins.
Oh my goodness, there's so many fries. Oh my god.
You know how like people say like, oh, you're a
Holy.
snack, this is like the whole meal?
Take a few fries off.
Okay.
And then eat a few fries like, just like to warm yourself up.
Man, I can't eat fries or chips as we call them here without some kind of sauce, whether it's ketchup or barbecue sauce or maybe just a bit of salt and vinegar. Like to me, even if a French fry is amazingly like soft and crunchy and stuff, I just need something else. Like, do you guys eat your French fries just by themselves, or are you like me, you need some kind of sauce?
Oh, heck
Solid
yeah.
fries.
Where's the
So
ketchup?
solid.
Okay,
Drizzle
let's go
that.
for it.
Cheers.
When I saw photos, like I thought it was gonna be too much carbs
Yeah.
because pile of fries. So I thought topping-wise it would be overwhelming.
Yeah.
But there is a very pleasant sensation to it when you take a bite and you get all of these like layers
I
of
know.
plushy potatoes.
They're so plush.
And like the flavorful, snappy dog.
So snappy. It feels very like comforting and familiar.
This is, I feel like, is like the true Midwest
Yeah.
thing where it's like a meal is supposed to be like hearty, stick to your bones.
Yeah.
You know how like sometimes when you're eating like a regular sandwich, you like put in fries or potato chips?
Potato chips, yeah.
To like make it
Yeah,
taste
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
It's like-
we do that here a lot. Like there's a famous thing called a chip butty, which is literally just a burger bun, a pile of like thick cut French fries, really thick chips, and just butter, and then that's it. Like that is the best hangover cure ever. After a night out, just get one of those. The next morning you will feel fine.
The missing link we've been searching for.
The link, like a sauce, you know?
Hey.
I truly didn't get it. At Superdawg, they serve them on the side.
And I don't think it would work with like a drag through the garden thing where you would put
No, there's
fries
no
on top.
room.
There truly is no room.
No. And if you're gonna put fries on the hot dog, they better be good. And I'm just gonna say it. These are my favorite fries.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I love a crinkle cut, sure, but I find that with crinkle cut, sometimes they get like dry and like they're not as flavorful to me. These are so greasy and like satisfying.
It's very smart that they use this kind of fry, like you
Greasy
said,
and
because it like sops up all that extra juice. If we're judging on the satiation, you're getting a full-on serving of French fries on
I still think some ketchup on these fries would take it to the next level.
top of the hot dog. Like,
What do you guys
there's
think?
No amount of vegetables or other kind of toppings is gonna fill you up.
Absolutely not. There's no way. How do you feel about the bun here? No poppy seeds.
This might be a hot take, but I don't see the appeal of a poppy seed bun, really, like when it comes to taste.
Yeah, it doesn't really add anything.
Yeah. So at Superdawg, they used electric green relish.
Yes.
How do you feel this is different from that? This is a brown relish.
Is this one as sweet?
No, I think it's more tangy.
I like the way that this one complements with the French fries.
The flavor profile.
Next year, guys, I'm definitely gonna do more like food, me actually eating. I'm gonna find a bunch of American diners and stuff, American style diners in London, and just go around eating there, because these videos, man, they get me so hungry that I need to actually start eating food. Let me know if you guys, I think it's a good idea.
For the
Let me know what you
Russian dog,
guys
I
think.
feel like is more acidic and sour,
tangy,
versus like the sweet, sour, salty that you would get from a garden
Totally.
hot dog.
I fully 100% agree.
It's gonna be hard to compare this with a drag through the garden hot dog.
Because they're so different.
Our next stop is Portillo's, obviously. It is Chicago's famous fast casual restaurant, and they are known for their Chicago style hot dogs.
Everyone I talk to is like, you have to go to Portillo's.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I am too. Let's go.
Go.
240, come my hero, 250.
Portillo's is definitely considered a Chicago institution.
This is the first time I've had a Chicago hot dog, and
What I think separates it from others is it's got all the ingredients that you wouldn't get on a regular hot dog. 10 out of 10.
The Chicago style hot dog we sell more of than any other item. So our dogs are special because, for one, they're Vienna. The hot dog itself is also smoked, which with the casing, that's what gives it that little snap, that crunch when you bite into it. I think that because of the smoking process, they have a little bit more flavor.
Yeah, I agree. I do think when you smoke meats, it just adds another depth, another layer of flavor. For sure. Like smoked salmon, smoked bacon. For sure.
Definition, Chicago style hot dog is like a melting pot of flavors. So you have a steamed bun, you have a crisp, warm hot dog, you have mustard, you have relish, you have onions,
Still
you have
no ketchup,
tomatoes.
eh?
The fresh tomatoes, it gives it a little bit of a bite to it as opposed to any other kind of tomato. A pickled tomato might be a little bit too tangy. Then you have pickles, sport peppers, and celery salt. The celery salt is a key ingredient because celery salt is a very strong flavored salt that meshes well with the other flavors.
I do want to say,
I mean, $5, like, it's a great price, but I'm comparing it to that other place where it was $3.09, where you get the hot dog and a bunch of fries. But still, $5 is still a great price.
that the hot dogs and the fries are sold separately, and the other places you get it all in one. So in terms of like satiability, we only will be judging on the dog. The dog itself is very slim. She's slim and thin.
It's smaller.
To the gym.
It's
half
smaller.
vegetable, half dog.
Do you want
Yeah, this looks smaller for sure.
to bite?
Much smaller. It better be good.
Oh my god, that is a snap. It went, and it was very satisfying.
I got a snap, but like I didn't get like a jarring snap. And poppy seed on my mouth. No, they're fed. Just hold on 1 second. We're back. We're back in business. I don't get like a very smoky flavor like you would expect from a Vienna sausage or like that you would get from other places.
I've never had celery salt, and I may keep it that way.
You don't like it?
I don't love celery salt. I love the hot dog. I love everything that's on it, but the celery salt doesn't necessarily like
Go with it.
up it for me.
I'm very familiar.
To be honest, I kind of see what she means. I can't imagine wanting additional salt added onto my hot dog. I want the flavors of the sausage, the veg that's in there, the onions. I don't need additional sodium on my hot dog.
With this dog and celery salt, like celery salt provides like that extra like herbaceousness and earthiness to a dog that like already has so many like vegetables on it.
Yeah. The anatomy is 50% vegetable.
Yeah, it's truly dragged through the garden. I do like the fact that the poppy seed bun
I don't
here
think they're
has
digging
the
it.
most poppy
I don't
seed.
think they're digging
It's very
it.
poppied out.
And it does provide that texture. Like other places, they do have
Like
the
a
poppy seed
sprinkle.
bun, but it doesn't really do much. It's more like the aesthetics of it. This place, like it's there. It provides that texture. The bun itself, I do think it's a little thick, just because the sausage is
It's
very
quite
small
thin.
and
Yeah.
I would have liked a thinner bun
Or a bigger sausage.
or a bigger sausage. But the sausage itself is like
A bigger sausage. Sorry, I've got a dirty mind.
we got the snap. It's very flavorful. It's not as fatty as Superdawg.
Do you like the fresh tomatoes or the pickled tomatoes better?
Considering the pickled tomato for me fell off the moment I opened the box.
I remember that. You tried mine though.
I tried yours. I like the pickled tomato.
Same,
more.
like by far.
Because like if you even think about like a hamburger and you put a tomato on it, it doesn't really add much to it. You know what I mean?
I agree, and I love all the other toppings, but tomatoes always just like.
Do you like?
I think they're gonna pick the cheapest place, the place that did the depression dog, the $3.09 place. That's what I'd pick out of all I've seen so far.
Like all the other toppings, like the relish, the mustard.
The relish is super fresh.
onion?
Yeah, I actually really like the relish and the onion and the peppers. But honestly, the tomato, like I don't care about her. She's like a friend that like, you invite to a party and like doesn't talk. She doesn't add anything.
The flavors are a lot more subtle. Like if you are a person who like doesn't really like that pungent, like acidicness that you get from pickles or like these sport peppers that are pickled, I think this is like a dialed down version of something that like could be very jarring. Do you think if you just ate the dog alone, it would satisfy you? Like it would keep you full?
I don't think so. The biggest thing I would change is the size of the dog compared to all the toppings. I feel like the dog gets lost, and I really like the dog, and it's just kind of disappearing. It's so.
It reminds me, this hot dog kind of reminds me of the time I tried one of those Impossible burgers. McDonald's here in the UK did a vegan burger, and basically the actual burger patty, the vegan patty, was so tiny, but then they overwhelmed it with all of the tomato and lettuce and, you know, and onion and stuff that when you took a bite out of it, you almost couldn't really detect the patty. So it made me think, is it because it tastes bad or something? They kind of want to disguise the flavor of the patty with all of the additional stuff. I think when you're buying a hot dog or a burger, the prime number one thing you want to taste is the actual meat and then all of the other stuff. So yeah, I think, they probably kind of need to decrease the amount of actual salad that they put in this thing.
So juicy, and that snap was the snappiest snap that I've ever snapped.
There was more of a snap for me at Superdawg.
And also the freshness of the ingredients. I don't feel like sick or greasy or weighed down.
The freshness and the lightness here is like their biggest strong suit.
Yeah.
Now is the time we've all been waiting for.
All right.
The verdict. Okay,
let's do it.
I reckon they're going to pick the cheap place.
My answer.
The cheaper place. Can't remember what it was called. I think it was called Jeans and... Oh, Oh, Superdawg.
Okay,
yay!
Fair play.
Yay!
So why? So why for you?
For me, it was like a no-brainer because the dog at Superdawg's was my favorite. It was the biggest. The toppings were perfect. They were so flavorful, so fresh. All the pickled onions and tomato and relish, like I died for it.
I agree. I mean, the dog itself was so big that they had to make their own custom buns to fit that dog.
It's like
and
that
the fact
thick,
that they put pickled tomato versus like the regular fresh tomato, I thought added that extra zing. And it was the best flavor profile of the combination of
fair enough, ladies.
salty,
Fair
the
enough.
spicy, the tangy.
A lot of delicious food on display there. Just for me, the best hot dogs I've had in the UK, probably the Five Guys hot dog is pretty good, but the Costco one, like here, I don't know about you guys in America, but Costco here, they do a massive hot dog and it's only like, I think it's like £1.50 and you get a large drink with it. It's so cheap and it actually is amazing. I typically, like I said, get onions, tomatoes, tomato sauce, ketchup and mustard. But it's crazy to think that ketchup is seen as this kind of like, you know, inappropriate, frowned upon sauce on a hot dog, when I always assumed ketchup and mustard kind of went hand in hand. Still amazed also at the price of the hot dog at Jeans and Ray's. $3.09 for all that, the hot dog and the fries is a fantastic deal. That's what, about £2.50, £2.40. Man, I need to get to Chicago and I also need to get me a hot dog right now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.